I saw 3 tents in peace beneath the trees, where justice breathed as softly as the breeze. Their laws were not the same, yet none betrayed. The cords were taut, but none were torn or frayed. Then I beheld a garden going dry, where one exception turned the truth to lie. A single bite, and fairness lost its name. The rules now bent by whom the serpent blamed. He gave the law again with scars intact, and fire danced where once the stone had cracked. If one exception stands, the voice proclaimed, then law becomes the weapon it defamed. In tribal days I saw them twist the scales. The courts turned cruel, their verdicts old wives' tales. They lost, and so declared the court unjust. Then made their cause the currency of trust. An altar cold, no fire warmed the blade. The priest was gone, the covenant delayed. One law ignored, and smoke refused to rise. The breach upstream had poisoned sacrifice. I walked with Saul where prophets once had wept. His crown still gleamed, though half the law had slept. I spared the spoil, he said, for sacred cause. But justice left where he forsook the laws. The pit was dark, but led me to a throne, where famine bowed to grain that he had sown. One crime, one coat, then chains, and Pharaoh's dreams. And law arose from scripture's silent seams. He struck the rock, though speech had been ordained, and water flowed, but heaven still complained. Too late I saw the breach within the blow, the heart of law undone in overflow. I fled to gates where killers find delay, and there the law weighed flight against the day. 3 truths entwined, the death, the time, the gate. No one alone could either seal or sate. Then Korah's cry rang out against the high, and earth replied with hunger in the sky. Without constraint, the rebels claimed the rod, and law fell silent, swallowed by facade. I held a scroll inscribed with tears and flame, where law and witness bore the same great name. 3 hands upheld it, scribe and judge and priest, and none could speak unless all 3 had ceased. I stood where bricks once promised endless height, but found no court where speech could birth the right. Without shared tongue, procedure lost its grace, and judgment vanished into scattered place. Then came a song where justice met with war, Deborah rose, and truth became the flaw. 3 voices joined, the prophetess, the blade, and heaven's stars aligned where fear once stayed. Saul cursed the fast, then blamed the son who ate. The oath was law, but justice came too late. When law is pride dressed up in sacred hue, it rends the righteous and defends the few. 3 days I fasted, trembling near the gate, then touched the scepter, trembling still with fate. The queen, the scroll, the noose became one thread, and law redeemed what Haman planned instead. Then a chance theft unraveled all we'd gained, though none but he had broken or profaned. Yet judgment found the tribe and not the hand, when hidden sin corrupts the promised land. That man is you, he said, and truth grew loud, though I, a king, had hid beneath a shroud. The law was sword, but grace restored its blade. I saw the lamb and knew the price I'd paid. Then let him die, one mother coldly cried. But wisdom watched the other's tear-stained side. The sword was raised, and justice cut the lie. For only love lets go, so truth won't die. I reached to steady where the ark near fell, but law struck back though I had meant it well. Intent and form must meet, or both betray. A holy thing must not be held our way. I saw him grind the grain with blinded eyes, his vow undone by where his longing lies. When strength forgets the source from which it came, then law is mockery and vow is shame. Then trumpets blew and debts were wiped away. The slaves returned, and soil reclaimed its sway. 3 harmonies, the land, the year, the man, and justice flowed from God's restoring plan. I met the one who killed, yet bore no chain, his mark a mercy trailing blood and pain. Where law had failed to curb the wrath within, he branded me to guard the world from sin.